Alright, so what I'm going to be working on today is trim. And if you can't tell, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because the kids are sleeping. So anyways, what I'm going to be working on today is the trim in this master bedroom. And the reason why we're starting here first is because, well, one, it's furthest away from the kids, but two, we really want to get our bed together and get all of this crap out of here. Most of this is tools and things that we need to put together. Probably a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be there. But underneath all of that is our bed. Once we can put the bed together, that'll clear up all that space over there in the dining room. And that'll force me to have to put all those tools and all that random stuff away. So master bedroom is where we're going to start.
Isn't it crazy to think that doing this will complete rooms? Like, this is the last thing that some of the rooms need. The majority of the rooms. Yeah, she's never seen these before.
Yeah, it's been too bright. Yeah. You never get to see them. Yeah.
So pretty. I still cannot believe we are finally at this point. And it's just so crazy how different trim is making our room look, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. A little bit of an issue. Probably gonna have to take the planer to this piece. I mean, granted it's behind the bed, but if you can see right here, there's a steel beam that causes this flooring to stick up just a tiny bit, and that steel beam sticks higher than the actual container floor.
So what, there's a gap under the baseboard?
Yeah, well, from here to that wall is the longest section, and compared to this side, so it just wants to kick this side up, and if I force this side down, it then wants to kick that side up. So probably gonna have to plane the center of this just a little bit, just so I can get it all to sit flat without pushing one side up or one side down.
You know, it's funny. Thinking about doing trim, I don't know about you, but I think of it as like, oh, it's just like this last small thing that we need to do, right?
Right.
But there is so much trim that needs to be done. Literally, pretty much everything needs trim. You know, the baseboards, all the windows, the doors, everything. And then all the caulking and painting that has to be done. Like, this is a big project. And he went through and he already insulated around all the doors and windows. He did that the other day. So there's a lot of steps to this process.
right, so today I get to finally finish up this solar. I got the last bit of PV wire to come in, and for anybody that doesn't know, the reason why this is special wire versus just some multi-stranded wire that you can buy at any store is it's meant to be outside and it's UV resistant, so that's why I had to go with special PV wire. So yeah, I'm going to wire up these last 6 panels. We're going to get all the power coming in today, which just having the what is that, 18 panels currently wired up, it's been such a game changer. Just how we can just keep the batteries topped up so much better. So I can't imagine these last 6. And on top of that, we're also going to test the angle, because currently this is the position that it's in. It's in the summer position, which is roughly 15 degrees, I think. Where it needs to be in currently is, last time I checked, it was 44 degrees for our seasonal change. So we're going to change that today and see if what kind of power gains we get out of that, or if it's totally worth it or not. Well, it's a little late for that, but it's totally worth it. I'm just going to keep telling myself that. But we'll see how it performs, and yeah, let me just get to work. All right, so all the panels are wired. All I got to do is put this last fuse in, and we can have all the power, or all the solar panels going. First, I want to see what these 18 are making before I install that last fuse. Currently, we're making 5.36 kilowatts. Now we're making 7.4. Oh yeah. Okay, so now it's time to move it. And some of you may be wondering how I'm going to move it. Well, it's going to be me and 4 of my buddies. No, not really. We go in series. A little here, a little there. Probably 5 or 6 turns per one, and then move down. This initial movement will take a little bit longer than normal. Whenever you're changing it between the seasons, the 4 times a year, it only has to move what, probably 10 degrees, something like that. So won't require much movement, so it's not going to take that long to do.
So what is it at right now, and what are you moving it to?
Right now it's in the top position, which is in summer, and that's roughly 15 degrees. And right now I have an app that says our location and what angle the panel should be, and that says 44 degrees for this exact moment.
Okay, I'm pretty excited. I'm really nervous though.
Alright, so currently we're getting 7.18, a little over 7,000 watts right now, and it's charging our batteries relatively fast, so we need to hurry up. So I'm just going to do 5 turns and see how that goes. It moves pretty easy, so I probably could do more.
So are you nervous at all that you're going to get any binding?
No.
This time lapse is going to be so cool.
Yeah, I think 7's the magic number, because at the very bottom of 7 you can start to feel it just get a little tight. Here you have it, baby.
You lied. I thought you said you were going to do this by yourself. Good job. Now I'm interested to see what the view is from the house.
Oh, I know. A wall.
Uh-huh. Mega Mount has just turned into Mega Wall. It looks so cool.
All right, well, the batteries are already full, so once the batteries fill up, then it doesn't allow us to get the full power in. I did see when it was, because it would regulate in between the like just topping up the batteries, I did see over 8,000 watts, but I don't really know what it's actually getting at the current moment. Technically we could be getting up to like I think 9,400. But I mean, 1,000 watts, if that's what we were really getting more, that's a huge difference.
So now that it's all done, what do you think?
I think it looks pretty cool. A giant wall in front of our house, at least in the winter months. Summer months, it's nice. It's a little overhang. Went pretty smoothly. Didn't take that long, especially we went from pretty much summer, which is going to be more flat, to pretty much winter. And that took, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, not long at all. I gotta say though, I am very impressed with how smoothly the transition went. Like there was no binding. It just seemed like a wave almost. It was really cool. All right, so now that our solar is officially done, we figured this would probably be the best and most fitting time to address something that we have seen asked many times.
Specifically on one video, I was working on the solar and you could see in the background the thing in question.
Yes, the question is, are we really off-grid?
Drum roll. Yeah, we are. That power pole has been here since way before we've got here. There used to be a mobile home here a while back, and that power pole hasn't been in operation since then. Actually, like if you look down the line, there's several wires down. The main wire that goes to this other pole out here, it's only got one wire on it, and it's a tension wire. So it's like even if we wanted to use it, we couldn't. We would have to have the power company come out and restring all the lines and all that. So no, it's not in service.
Yeah, and we just never even looked into it because our plan all along has been to have our home be completely powered by the sun and be off-grid.
Yep, and if it meant eventually upgrading to more solar panels or more batteries, we just kind of figured it out as we went along and upgraded as needed, or as we could, you know?
Right. Honestly, we've talked about trying to get it removed because it's not the prettiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really been a priority. Like I said, this has just been the plan all along. It was literally the first project we worked on when we came out here, was building our solar system.
Just all along, we've always just wanted our house to run on sunshine, and we eventually are going to have an electric car because that is the future. And that also run on sunshine. So it's really about it. There's nothing more to it other than that. I mean, yeah, it's also, there is the factor of like, we wanted to know we were in control of our power and not have to rely on a power company. But it was mostly just knowing that where our energy came from.
Yes, and being off-grid, I mean, that's the whole reason why we made this a priority as far as building an adjustable array, so we could maximize our solar gains as much as possible, which, why would we do that if we were connected to the grid?
Right.
We wouldn't need to do that.
Yeah. All right, so hopefully that clarifies and clears some things up, why that pole's there. We're not just playing fool's gold over here.
Well, and it's just so funny because if you go back to our first videos, you can see it in there.
Yeah,
like it's been
when
here
we
the whole
first,
time.
yeah, when we first were hooking up the internet for the first time, that's what we attached our original cell phone antennas to, was that
Right.
old power pole. Just so you know. And I almost forgot, bought a lightning arrestor for this array. Since we are a giant metal array now, I figured we should probably protect it. Since it is a lightning rod, it'll at least have some sort of protection. And since there's 2 banks on here, I'll have 2 of these. So these will just go on the sides right there and then protect each bank.